Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Zelensky claims that in the past 2 years, 31,000 Ukrainian soldiers died against fighting the Russians. I wonder how many mercenaries and maybe NATO troops died if 31,000 Ukrainian soldiers died. I don't know, 150,000? I don't know. Do you believe that that's true? 31,000? Obviously, you and I don't know what kind of information you have actually, but I do not have access to. Okay, yeah, yeah, this. I don't have the information. The information I have it from sources like Zelensky, like the Russians, like independent sources, like the media, this, media, that, and I don't believe any of these guys. So how do I find the truth? Well, I guess I wait. I mean, yeah, I will report that Zelensky says 31,000 Ukrainian soldiers died. Is it possible? Well, yeah, it's possible, but if 31,000 Ukrainians died, I don't believe 400,000 Russians died. I don't think so. I know they made a calculation, they're advancing is like 3 times, but we are brave that we're gonna make it, I don't know, like 4 times or something, or even more, 5, 6, 7 times. In this case, will be like 7 times. So 1 Ukrainian, 7 Russians. Impossible? No, not impossible. I just don't trust these guys. I have no reason to trust them. And with these guys, I don't start from zero, from negative. Why? Because they lied before all these things started. So they're at negative to begin with. But I have to report it just to remain over there as an historical report. And then in 1 or 2 or 3 years after this garbage ends, some people will be allowed to write the exact numbers. Again, how will we verify those? Well, I guess, again, they have to agree on that one. And we're going to find out the approximate. We're not going to find, oh yeah, it was exactly this one. Why? Because there are too many interests involved, and it's too much money, and there's too much illegalities that occurred. And if they start talking about it, they're gonna uncover other things, and they're gonna give this lead and that lead, and they don't want to do this. Remember, the less you talk, the better it is. Why? Because the more you talk, the more other people can pick on what you said and say, hey, what about there? Oh, what about it? What about it? That's why when you fight, one of the main techniques is not to reveal, obviously, your intentions and show as little as possible. Why? Or, obviously, you show what you want the opponent to see, your enemy to see, therefore you take advantage. So you just bait that guy into doing something. But in this case, the least you say, the better it is. All right, the same thing. When you meet a cop and a cop stops you at a traffic, some violation, don't talk. The better. Because you talk, the guys over there is going to pick on whatever you say, and it's going to get deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's going to go and blah, blah, blah. Reuters, Zelensky says 31,000 Ukrainian soldiers killed since Russia invaded. All right, so that's one. And it says here on Sunday that 31,000. 2 years ago, giving the first official figure for more than a year. Zelensky told a news conference in Kiev that he could not disclose the number of wounded because it would help Russian military planning. 31,000 Ukrainian troops have been killed in this war, not 300,000, not 150,000. Russian President Vladimir Putin is lying there. But nevertheless, this is a big loss for us. Don't even dare, man, motherfucker. Russia-Ukraine war, okay, live, the same information, the same says the 31,000, and that's not true. Putin lies because I tell the truth, okay? Yeah. And when I say about they care about the human lives, actions speak louder than words. And again, this is from the Kiev Independent, the same garbage. Why? In Mariupol, they did not allow those troops to retreat in or on time. Therefore, they were captured, 2,600 about. In Avdiivka, the same thing. They waited until everything was almost closed to say retreat now. We don't even know if they said retreat. They actually said what Sirski said it, but I think he should have said it much earlier, maybe about a month or 2 months before that, if they want everything to just retreat in good order. That was not like saving lives. No, it was like, you guys over there die, and then retreat. Oh, it's over the next day. Really? Really? I mean, no, I think they were already encircled. Whatever you saw in the movies, the videos I made, and not only you see them running on small packs, 5, 6, 7 guys over there just running away from Avdiivka. Do you think there were like, what, 20 people over there? If there were 20 people retreating, how many thousands were left over there? The Russians did not give any number yet. These guys in the West said it's between, I don't know, like 800 and under 1,000 they were captured or something like this. We don't know yet. I'm waiting for the head count and videos provided by the Russians. And Russians do this. They've been doing this since decades. They're waiting and let the other guys shoot their ammunition. And when they shoot the ammunition and they have nothing else to say, and they think they won, these guys just take the bazooka and shoot them one time and they're done. The same thing as I mentioned, that incident with the U-2, the spy plane, the American spy plane that was shot down by the Soviets in 1960, wasn't it? Or 60, I think, shot down, and the Americans thought that the pilot was dead. So they denied, and they shot their ammunition. Nothing. Okay, well, we beat you. And they say, oh man, we fooled all these guys. And then the Russians, I'm sorry, I should punch myself in the teeth for saying the Russians, the Soviets. Because the Ukrainians was also in part of the Soviet Union, so they are as guilty as the Russians for all the crimes. If we are to use collective punishment, and we are, because the Old Testament is one of the good books. So then the Soviets waited, and then they came out and they aired a video with a pilot who successfully ejected, and he was captured by the Soviets, and he was interrogated, and he was put in front of a camera, and he said how bad he is and how bad those guys are and how fantastic the Soviets are. And the Americans were like, I think I'm caught with the pants down. But they didn't care. Why would they? So that was one example of how the Russians dealt with this kind of garbage. And the same thing, these guys are going to wait. And then these guys are out of ammunition. They're going to come and knock them out. I suspect that the Russians will come, they prepare everything, and then they will come and say, okay, these many people were captured. Here is videos with them with their hands up coming out, or the way we got it. Pak, 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 puk, 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 puk. And they will say, I don't know, 35 foreign mercenaries, 150 ladies of the night, 3,000 dogs, and this many soldiers, and these old people. They're going to put them on the categories, and they're going to give it to the West. And the West will say, no, they're lying. That's what they did. All right, my friends, 31,000 people. I think it's more than that. Unfortunately, I think it's more than that. Because if you look at that, you would have what? 15,000 people a year. 15,000 people is about, let's give it 1,100, let's say, a month. I don't think so. And if you divide that by 30, you got what? 30 some whatever. No, you got what? 30 some people a day. 40, let's say 30 some. I don't think so. But what do I know? And if that's the case, then that means the Ukrainians are fantastic. They are fantastic. I'm not denying there could be, but I don't think the Russians are dumbasses either. We'll see. As I said, after the war is over, they're going to give us approximate, close to reality numbers. Because by that time, things were already settled. And the victors, and I'm assuming they will have two victors, the West and Russia, in the same time. Even though probably Ukraine will cease to exist, NATO will still say that they won. They succeeded in stopping Putin from advancing. They create scenarios. Boogeyman. Yeah, Putin wants to destroy us. So when I'm just giving a scenario. I think it's the most likely scenario. The Russians will take everything. The Poles will take their little part in the west. Maybe the Hungarians will defend theirs in the Zaporozhye, in Zakarpattia. And after that, NATO will pretend we won because we stopped Putin over there. He was afraid. Yeah. He took Ukraine, but the main goal was to stop Putin. They will just switch the whole post. They just move it to the goal post, put him over there. It was not about doing that. It was about actually defending our way of life. Bringing freedom and democracy to Iraq instead of those guys were responsible for the 2011, 2001, September 11. Oh no, they trained them. Oh no, weapons of mass destruction. Oh no. Oh, actually, it was about bringing democracy and freedom. They switch it like 4 times. Same here. When they're gonna lose, and the Russians are going to come towards Poland and all those guys over there, these guys say, oh, we actually won. Because our actually goal was to stop the evil Russians. They can have their garbage over there, but the world community is with us, about 40 countries out of 193. Yeah, okay. And the baboons will buy it. I guarantee you that, because the baboons will always be baboons. It seems like it's genetical. Or genetics, is it? From a baboon, another baboon. You can't, from a baboon, you can't have an elephant or a lion. As someone said, you can't make from 100 cowards one courageous guy, as you can't make from a 100 parliamentaries a courageous guy as well. But anyway, what the hell? That guy did not know shit. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.